You live alone? Hey, why don't you say you and I got out of here and go someplace special, like the backseat of my car, huh?
I'm not interested in casual sex.
It won't be casual. I'll keep my tie on, all right?
How did you get in here? I've had enough of you. I'm leaving this party. Oh.
He has the most unreadable deadpan energy, yet breaks the composure of television royalty, and nobody can catch a breath when he starts rolling and somehow gets away with absolute chaos like Rodney Dangerfield.
You'll be drinking early today. And I don't want to drink because I'm a bad drinker, I'll tell you that, Johnny. When I drink the next day, I got to do two things. I got to try and locate my car, and I got to bring back the car I took. I mean, I'm a bad drinker. Remember that one? Yeah, sure.
Of course I do.
Of course you do. I knew a lot of my bed. I don't know. Bring on the next guy. I don't know what to do.
The absolute second he steps under the lights, the energy surges and the crowd completely loses their minds. But nothing tops the moment he forces Johnny into total submission.
What's new with you?
Just look at Carson folded over the desk, struggling to breathe. He is not even hosting anymore. He is just holding on for dear life. As Rodney launches into his next story,
No, I'm a bad drinker, Johnny. I mean, when I drink, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
The next day, I usually wake up in some strange place with a kid with an accent playing with my feet. What happened to you, too?
Yeah.
his one-liners are criminally underrated. He fires back so fast that even the best in the business just sit there helpless.
I was a kid the first time I had my picture taken. The pony threw me. Another one I should have.
You got to try him out of town, right? You can't bring him in.
Take him on a road to you. Take him on a road. You got to break him in. So you ever get the feeling you wasted your whole life?
Huh?
I don't know. It's not easy. I got no respect the day I was born.
Really?
No respect. The doctor picked me up and smacked me. I found out the nurse. She got a few in too. You know?
He weaponizes the silence and gives the host absolutely zero room to recover. He waits for the exact moment the room exhales before dropping another line and sending the place into a full riot.
Yeah, I had to go so bad I applied for a job. Got up this morning, picked up my shirt, a button fell off. Picked my briefcase, the handle fell off. I'm afraid to go to the bathroom. I was poor. Oh, once on my birthday, my old man, he showed me a picture of a cake. I sat there all day trying to blow out the candles. Now, with kids today, it's different. They got it too good. They don't appreciate it either. It was my boy's birthday last week. Had a little party without the cake. The kid blew out all the candles. I said to him, I hope your wish comes true. He said, if it does, that's the last time you'll watch me blow out candles.
He drives the rhythm so relentlessly that seasoned comedians look like amateurs. He powers right through the noise, refusing to give the crowd a single second of relief.
Well, one girl told me, come on over, there's nobody home. I went over, there was nobody home. And this girl was no bargain either, she was fat.
Fat, huh?
How fat? When she wears high heels, she strikes oil, okay? She's fat. You kidding?
Fat, huh?
Fat.
Big girl.
Oh, I met her at the Macy's parade, she was wearing ropes. Last week was a rough week for me. I broke up my psychiatrist too last week. He told me I'm going crazy. I said to him, if you don't mind, like a second opinion. He said, all right, you're ugly too. And then he told me to lay in a couch face down.
He has a sixth sense for stretching the tension until it physically hurts. He pauses just long enough to make you wonder if he crossed the line before dragging you right back in.
Well, with cigarettes, my wife and I, we made a deal, my wife and I. We only smoke after sex. I got the same pack now since 1975. But I'll tell you one thing, when my wife does have sex, she screams. Ooh, especially when I walk in on her. Ooh. Now, you kid, I know my wife cheats on me. Every time I come home, the parrot says, quick, out the window, you know?
Nobody commits to a painfully awkward disaster date quite like this. He tries way too hard and leaves everyone in the room staring in absolute disbelief.
And make sure it's tender. Last steak I had here, I couldn't get the knife through the gravy. Out there, make it 2 steaks. Bring her a steak, too. Go ahead, you leave. Go ahead.
The entire exchange crashes and burns exactly as you would expect.
Look, I was just about able to figure out bourgeois. I mean, don't hit me with gauche now, will you?
Rodney, this is goodbye.
He was famous for dropping massive tips off camera, and that exact same unapologetic cash-throwing energy bleeds into every single interaction he has.
May I check your game board?
Keep it. It cost me a fortune, you know what I mean? Hey, but take this for yourself, okay? Hey, take this, too, in case you change your mind, all right? Hey, that's pretty good. You know what it is? I need some mustard with it, you know?
How could you?
I'm sorry. Take it, will you? Told me a few people. What's going on here?
Oh, well, things got a little out of hand.
Nobody shatters the illusion of family warmth more than him. He turns constant humiliation into a punchline and completely owns the stage.
I tell you, Doc, the whole thing goes back to my childhood. I remember. My mother and father got divorced. There was a custody fight over me, and no one showed up. Well, after that, I had it rough. For 4 years, they sent me to a child psychiatrist. The kid didn't help me at all. I tell you, my family, nothing but losers. There's only one normal one, nicest guy in the world. He died in prison of unnatural causes.
He mastered the absolute hardest craft in the industry and dropped lines with a precision that left everyone else in the dust.
What a lousy cook. I don't think meatloaf should glow in the dark. When I was a kid, my old man, he didn't help either, you know. The time I asked my old man if I can go ice skating on a lake, he told me to wait till it gets warmer. But I'll tell you, nobody has it easy in life, Johnny.
That's right.
Nobody. I talk to people all over the place. Nobody. A lot of people. I feel sorry for short people.
Why is that?
Well, when it rains, they're the last ones to know about it. My wife, I got no sex life. The dog keeps watching me in the bedroom, wants to learn how to beg. I told her to watch my wife and learn how to roll over and play dead. The one girl told me, come on over, there's nobody home. I went over, there was nobody home. You know how it is. I know I'm getting old. At my age, I want 2 girls at once, you know. Yeah, if I fall asleep, they got each other to talk to. The guy reached in and grabbed me. Every time I close a window, I hit somebody's hand. Actually, I blame myself. I was standing right next to an outlet. Oh, this guy looked crazy. He was really something. He took my watch, he took my wallet, and he took a little off the side. Real smart kid I got. The other day I told him about the birds and the bees. He told me about my wife and a butcher. My old man, he didn't like my looks either. But he carried around a picture of the kid who came with the wallet. I'm getting old. You kidding? I took a vacation, went to Mexico. I got the walks. Well, this afternoon I said to my little girl, I says, when you grow up, what do you want to be? She looked at my wife. She said, single. I tell you, I can't relax, you know. The other night I was in a place I felt like having a few drinks. I went over to the bartender, I said, surprise me. He showed me a naked picture of my wife. And I'll tell you, my wife isn't too smart, you know. One night she went out, some guy stole the car. I took her to see what he looked like. She told me she got the license plate number. Oh, my wife. Oh, one night she told me she felt romantic. I took her to a drive-in movie. I spent the whole night trying to find out what car she was in. Oh, yeah, my wife can't do nothing right. She can't cook, the worst cook in the world. Gave my kid alphabet soup. He spelled out help. What a lousy cook. I mean, how can toast have bones?
Big girl.
Oh, I met her at the Macy's parade. She was wearing ropes. Now, I tell you, my wife with eating is always a problem. She's a strict vegetarian. In fact, when I met her, she was grazing on a front lawn. I'm not a kid. I'm getting older, Johnny. I'm getting old. You kidding? I took a vacation, went to Mexico. I got the walks. I tell you, I always wondered how my wife got her license the first time she took the test. I found out the inspector said he wouldn't go through that again.
People love throwing around names like Richard Pryor and George Carlin when debating the absolute best. But when it comes to raw, unfiltered audience devastation, Rodney sits completely alone. He shatters the room every single time he grabs the microphone.
I tell you, I can't relax, you know. The other night I was in a place I felt like having a few drinks. I went over to the bartender, I said, surprise me. He showed me a naked picture of my wife. I'd say I always wondered how my wife got her license the first time she took the test. I found out the inspector said he wouldn't go through that again. In fact, when I met her, she was grazing on her front lawn. I mean, she can't cook at all. She made chocolate mousse and antler got stuck on my throat.
He spent his entire life battling severe depression, yet somehow carried the weight of the room. He took his darkest moments and spun them into sheer joy, so you would never have to feel what he felt.
I mean, last week was rough. Are you kidding? Last week I looked up my family tree. 2 dogs were using it. He showed me a naked picture of my wife. Well, what a driver she is. Over the dashboard, there's a pair of shoes hanging. They belong to the last guy she hit.
It is a rare kind of magic that comedy has completely failed to replace you. Laugh until it hurts, and then you realize we will simply never see anyone like him again.
You know the trouble with me? I appeal to everyone who can do me absolutely no good. The last time my wife drove the car, she cracked it up, went into a tree. Told me it wasn't her fault. She blew the horn. My wife isn't too smart, you know. One night she went out, some guy stole the car. I said to her, "Do you see what he looked like?" She told me she got the license plate number. I mean, that's the story of my life. No respect. I don't get no respect at all. Do you kid? Oh, our kid is spoiled. She told me a lot of kids smell that way, you know? I tell you, it's tough to stay married to my wife. How do you think I feel? She kissed the dog on her lips and she won't drink from my glass. I'll tell you, life isn't easy. My psychiatrist told me I'm going crazy. I said to him, if you don't mind, I'd like a second opinion. He said, all right, you're ugly too. Are you kidding? I know I'm ugly. Halloween, I open the front door, kids give me candy.